the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Sir, Jebekaya recently and James Jachikwesin and then a lawyer Yura Chikata Ekokopiemu ewo court Nina James Jachikwesin ayedeno Ekwakopiemu ewo court for 3 good years now. Jebekaya recently and a judgment about beto abontin na Chikata jubility and a Jachikwesin so a jubility near Bekaya after that na Chikata at the Babe 2 Ejase Eya dear say AG Dr. Dominic Ayene Ekra at the Babe 2 no enimse asemno a eda court no one eko na wafa akotwam e na onu Chikata ka chense mamu nkonkotwa asembiem miankasa meko court no makwa akodi case no na medi nkonim a ampa Chikata se oye na one thing ne se judge a ono etena akonwa ne so no at the Babe 2 Ejase Jachikwesin case no the document no computer na ewoso nyina obi eba be delete document ni nyina. That is why our judgment no etimi eba sa anti utimi say nye Chikata na wini case ni name document no na wo computer ne so no na etimi delete na enya asem koto na de enkoni enkoti wa bra na Paul chirichiri.
Fori is a petitioner against the Lord Chief Justice. Let's look at it. Hello, Mr. Tsatsu Chikata. How are you? We are talking about you on TV tonight. Not in bad terms, but in very neutral terms. So, Mr. Chikata is one of the most important lawyers of Daniel Ofori. And I told you to get me the video of Chikata and Tokonu. Please look out for it. Let's use it. All right. So, okay, Mr. Chikata, thank you very much. Good. Now, so Daniel Ofori writes a petition to oust Justice Tokonu as Chief Justice. We are saying and giving you the history because Daniel Ofori feels that, and he's told people that it is because Justice Tokonu came to the Supreme Court that his matter started becoming logoligi, lagalaga, logoligi, lagalaga. Daniel Ofori feels that it is Justice Tokonu, or perhaps Daniel Ofori is being told by his lawyers that it is Justice Tokonu who is in fact, in the petition, he directly points to Justice Tokonu sitting on the EcoBank case. Listen, let's start. All right. Daniel Ofori starts with money, suspecting that Justice Tokonu has spent some money and she used some money to travel, and the money that she used to travel is not for her, it's for government and blah, 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 blah. Let's look at it. Okay. This is on the left is the allegation that Chief Justice misappropriated a sum of 261,000 Ghana cedis of public funds for private travel. Daniel Ofori further alleges that the CJ traveled with her spouse, that is her husband, and child with the aforementioned public funds when her spouse and child are neither members of the judiciary nor work within the judicial service. So this is Daniel Ofori's first allegation. There are 3 categories of allegation: financial, court matters, and then another one. I'll show you all. Give me just 5 minutes. So this is the matter, that she has spent this amount of money traveling with her husband and her daughter. This is what we found. That the said travel package is provided for in paragraph A9 of the policy on foreign travels by the head of the judiciary and superior courts judges, approved in 2010 and reviewed in 2019. And it allows the CJ to bring along a spouse and another person of her choice on foreign travels. This has served 4 Chief Justices, to wit, Georgina Wood, Sophia Kufu, Justice Eni Yeboah, and Justice Tokonu, the present CJ. So where is Daniel Ofori coming from? Even we were able to find the policy on travel, and that's what we did. Once we saw the thing, I said, okay, let's get the... Today is what, Tuesday? We've been working on this since, I think, last Friday. So we said, let's get the... Is there not a policy for traveling? So we picked up the policy. It is clear in there. And in fact, in some of the instances we saw, Justice Tokonu, when she traveled, she came back and returned cash of nearly $9,000 to the judicial service. That I didn't spend all the money. This is the rest of the money. When I saw it, I was telling my people that, but this, my Lord, $9,000 you can issue to buy. Say that you bought books from London or something, buy something. And they said, well, that's how she is. She's like that. She came, she brought the money back. So because they raised this allegation, it has allowed people now to look at it. And everybody's finding out, oh, the last time Justice Tokonu traveled, we gave her some money. She brought back $9,000 that she didn't use it. This is the kind of person they want to impeach for corruption. So how many ministers, how many ministers travel with the impress and come back and go and give the money to the chief director that I didn't spend the money, finance manager, here's your money. No, people don't do that. I'm not saying they should do that. But I'm saying when you have somebody who has done that, this is not the person that you say is corrupt. You cannot say that is corrupt in the same breath of a person who takes money and returns the rest of the money. You cannot say that. But anyway, so this is the policy. And viewers, you can check, you can verify. Tomorrow, call the Judicial Secretary, journalists, everybody check. What is the travel policy at the judiciary? Check it, it's there. They'll give it to you. They gave it to us easy. They'll give it to you. It's a public document. It's not a secret. And the document says that it is, so it's in paragraph A9. So when you take the policy, don't go far. Just look at paragraph 9, A9. Just look at paragraph A9. And that policy is on foreign travels. It's by the head of the judiciary. So this is a policy that came in 2010. It has existed and it was reviewed in 2019. Reviewed to add security, actually. It has existed for Justice Georgina Wood, Justice Sophia Kufu, Justice Eni Yeboah, and Justice Tokonu. And this is what they want to impeach her on. That she traveled with her husband and traveled with her daughter. And this is the money that Justice Tokonu returned, 9,000. This is 260 something. That's what they're talking about. Is that not what they're talking about? No, that was another one. Another 14,000. So they have two of her trips. This one and another one. The one that she returned the money. They don't say she returned the money. Maybe they don't know. Then Ofoye doesn't know. I can understand. But this is what we found out. Anyway, let's go to the next one. It says, this is a very important one. Very, very, very important. Again, because Mr. Chikata is lawyer for Daniel Ofori, and Mr. Chikata is also lawyer for Judicial. And the Attorney General told us in his press conference, when he was asked by journalists, why didn't you enter nolle prosequi for Judicial? Dominic Ayini told the journalist that Chachu Chikata has told him that as far as he, Mr. Chikata, is concerned, the Judicial case will be won. So he need not enter nolle prosequi. This is the conversation the Attorney General reported. This kind of conversation going on in the judicial circle. This is what the Attorney General reported. The learned Attorney General told Ghanaians that he did not enter nolle prosequi for Judicial because Mr. Chachu Chikata, who is lawyer for Judicial, has told him, Dominic Ayini, that as far as he, Mr. Chikata, is concerned, the Judicial case is doable. And so he doesn't need a nolle prosequi. So was he entering nolle prosequi for cases that are not doable? What is the meaning of doable? What is doable? 2-3 days ago, Judicial won his case. And they put powder on his head and on Mr. Chikata. So you see, sometimes the dots are coming together a little bit. Daniel Ofori, then in his petition to Mr. President Mahama against Justice Tokonu, Chikata is his lawyer. Chikata is also lawyer to Judicial, says this, that the Chief Justice interfered in the Judicial suit by causing operatives of national security to seize computers used in the trial. The Chief Justice also transferred staff that were accused of being involved with some unexplained activities involving the trial. The Chief Justice also transferred staff that were accused of being involved with some unexplained activities involving the trial. Now, this is why I blame the judiciary, the judicial service. They must, as a matter of urgency, appoint a director of communications in the judiciary. The way the world is going, they must have a lawyer, proper lawyer, 10 years at the bar. In fact, it must be 10 years at the bar, who would be elected after interview as the director of communications at the Judicial Secretary's office. Because if what I'm about to read to you did happen in Ghana and we didn't hear about it, then we must blame the judicial service. Listen, this is what we found. According to the story as documented, the attention of the Chief Justice was drawn to the fact that the record of proceedings on the 19th July 2023 in the Judicial trial had gone missing. Can you imagine that? And nobody told anybody. No journalist knows. No Joy FM. No City FM. We don't know. And the judicial service is sitting down. And today you see what they are doing. the person who went to delete the Judicial process may be the same person who is claiming something. Listen to this. The Chief Justice was told that the Judicial trial, a whole day's conversation in the trial, had gone missing by the judge in the matter. The judge in the matter said, "Hey, my lord, I'm dead. Oh, look, Judicial, a whole day of, I can't see it. It's gone. I needed to assess to look at the rest of the case. The whole day, the thing is gone." I'm sure they asked him that, "Do you remember what happened that day?" He said, "Judge, he cannot remember. He's writing everything down. The record of proceeding is missing. Somebody went and stole it. Somebody went and stole the process of the Judicial. And Judiciary didn't tell journalists. They didn't do a press conference. That day, no, they should have issued a statement that the Judiciary is concerned that the proceedings of 19 July has gone completely missing and that we are investigating it. And they should have published the results of the investigation. Democracy has changed, though. Please, Judicial Service, democracy has changed. It's not the old one anymore. Now it's TikTok and Instagram. You have to talk. Look at this. When I found out, I cringed. I said, but why didn't they tell anybody? Look at it. The 19th July, the Judicial trial has gone missing. She, Getru Tokonu, then commissioned an investigation which was carried out by the National Signals Bureau, which found out that there were severe and significant internal breaches. To remedy these, the administrative decision was taken that persons who had control over the record were to be transferred away from sensitive processes of record keeping. This is what happened. Are you connecting some dots? Who was the National Signals Bureau? Kwabena Edubuahin. Who did the Attorney General say? Kwabena Edubuahin. Who is lawyer for Judicial? Tsatsu Chikata. Who is lawyer for Daniel Ofori, the petitioner? Tsatsu Chikata. Who is the Attorney General? Dominic Ayini. Who is Dominic Ayini? Tsatsu Chikata's. Is it coming round nicely small? You can now see the dots. This is what's happening in Ghana today. This is what is happening in Ghana today. People sit down there in the comfort of their homes and decide that a Chief Justice must be removed because it is about them. It's no longer about the Constitution. It's about their ego. It's about their pomp. It's about their pomposity. And it's about their exaggerated events of themselves. They consider themselves as an event. And it's very highly exaggerated. This is it. Look at this. The Tsatsu Chikata has never told anybody in any press conference that there was one day that the record went missing. He's never said that. How many press conferences have been granted on this Judicial matter, and nobody from the Judicial side has ever complained that there was one day record missing, and the Judicial Service too didn't tell us. It's an unsolicited advice. Judicial Service, please have a lawyer of not less than 10 years at the bar, properly appointed as the Director of Communications of the Judicial Service, sitting in the office of the Judicial Secretary. Is very, very important because of things like this. Look at this. Judicial filing a petition against the Chief Justice is able to go and, I said Judicial, Daniel Ofori is able to go and bring a Judicial matter. Lawyer for Judicial, lawyer for Daniel Ofori, Attorney General, National Signals Bureau, Kwabena Edubuahin. You see the whole thing. Kwabena Edubuahin, sorry, pa. It's your work that you were doing. You haven't done anything wrong. When Chief Justice called your team to come and look at it, you did your work. And these are electrical engineers. They are very solid people. Kwabena Edubuahin and his team, they are very smart. So they found out that this has happened. And I'm wondering why the Judicial Service till now merely transfer people who are manipulating justice by removing a whole day's record out of the thing. Nobody says anything about it. And they now sit in the comfort of their homes because their friend is president. Their party is in power. So they now want to remove the Chief Justice when she was the one doing the right thing. Wrong is right and right is wrong. We should never allow that. Let's move on. Now, the petitioner here alleges that the Chief Justice arbitrarily transferred judges in the Daniel Ofori case. This is it. This is another allegation that Daniel Ofori won. So he alleges Madam has spent money on her son and daughter and something they traveled. He doesn't know that there's a policy. Then he comes to Judicial. He doesn't know that there was a National Signals Bureau, proper and thorough investigations done, and his people were found out. He doesn't know that. Then he comes and now says that, okay, now I'm coming in my own capacity. You, madam, you transferred judges who are doing Daniel Ofori case. This is what he said. This is what he said. This is how and why transfers are carried out. Let's move on. EcoBank versus... So, Daniel Ofori says that in the cases that involve him, Madam Gertrude Tokonu transferred the judges. Let's see the details. Now, the first one is EcoBank versus Daniel Ofori. Transfer from Justice Boansi to Justice Miraku. Now, Justice Boansi requested to travel out of Ghana because both her husband and child fell ill. She was granted permission to see them, and all cases before her were transferred to other judges, inclusive of Justice Miraku. When Justice Boansi returned, she was taken ill and had requested leave. So Daniel Ofori does not even know that the reason why Justice Boansi's the case was transferred from Justice Boansi to another one is that the lady herself requested, and the documents are there. She doesn't request in the vacuum, she requests by letter. It's a document, it's a letter, it's there. So he is petitioning President Mahama that he should sack Gertrude Tokonu, because when I took cases there, he's just transferring the people, is transferring everybody. It's my case and he has transferred somebody, so you should sack. I mean, viewers, permit me to bring myself. I have a case at the High Court. One day we went to court, they said that the judge has been transferred. So based on that, I can write a petition. So my friend Kwabene Japan becomes president. Then I go to him, Kwabena, hey, Justice Tokonu onye say me case on not transfer judge no. They say, oh, judge not transfer, me judge not transfer. Oh, for petition, but you know, is that how we run a country? Yeah, I have many friends. Let me take some money from the NDC. Spio Gabra is my friend. Guzitano used to be my friend. I say used to be because I've not seen him in a while and I don't know, but yeah, used to be. So Guzitano becomes president. Oh, no. Asedu Nketia, you all know Asedu is my friend. Asedu Nketia becomes president. Then I go to him, General. Charlie, wait there, let's put bygones at bygones. So me here, baby. I say, customer, when you're a bad boy. I say, Judge, no, Chief Justice, no. Say me case be na me yo kumase na say case. Oh no, transfer judge na. I didn't acquire basasa. Say, oh, what's that? Be na that pankro no. Oh, any for petition, but you know. That's this. It looks like that's what is happening. It looks like that's what is happening. That your case has been transferred. If you take from Philip Archer, 1992, and bring Chief Justice who have transferred cases, you find numerous of them because that is their work. That is their job. They do that all the time. The Constitution has given them the power so to do. And then Daniel Ofori is bringing an application to the president because the Chief Justice has been transferring judges that have to do with his case. Really? Daniel Ofori, come again. Why? Now we're there. Well, again, we are not the Council of States. We don't know. But this is the fact. So this is why Justice Miraku found himself in the EcoBank matter. Then there's another one. Daniel Ofori versus EcoBank. Transfer from Justice Lodo to Justice Miraku. EcoBank petitioned for the case to be heard by the same judge to avoid multiplicity of suits pursuant to Order 1, Rule 1, Clause 2 of CI 47, which provides that matters in dispute must be determined and multiplicity of proceedings must be avoided. So because Miraku was handling this one, it made sense that Miraku will handle all pursuant to Order 1, Rule 1, 2 of CI 47. Daniel Ofori has lawyers. Didn't they tell him this? Didn't they tell him? But I'm sure they didn't think that the petition will come out public for everybody, all of us non-entities to see it and be talking about it on that your TV. As they tell me, you go and sit on that your TV and you are fooling. Yeah, they didn't think that non-entities will see it and go and sit on that their TV and be fooling. But now here it is. The first year law student, the ordinary Ghanaian child, the ordinary Ghanaian university student, the Ghanaian SS student, if he's paying attention, will wonder, what is this about? Is Ghana about Daniel Ofori? Ghana is about Daniel Ofori. Yeah, Daniel Ofori may be a good taxpayer. Yes, he pays more tax than most of us. But that doesn't mean Ghana is about him. It's not about him. The 1992 Constitution is not about Daniel Ofori. It's not about him. The 1992 Constitution is not about anybody. It's about, if you read the first line, sovereignty relies in the people of Ghana. That is what is in the Constitution. It's not about Daniel Ofori and Dominic Ayini and Justice Remsai. It's not about them. It's not about Akufo-Addo. It's not about J.A. Kufuor. It's not about Dr. Baumia. It's about sovereignty relies in the people of Ghana who have given themselves this Constitution. It's not about Daniel Ofori. Daniel Ofori cannot use constitutional processes to sacrifice, to satisfy his whims and caprices. No way. It shouldn't be. Nobody should be allowed to do that because the Constitution is about the people of Ghana. Well, this is another one. The petitioner alleges that the CJ sat on a panel for a review of the Supreme Court decision when she, the CJ, was a judge that sat on the same matter before the Court of Appeal. Daniel Ofori's final allegation is that Justice Tokonu sat on a Supreme Court case involving him, but that Justice Tokonu has sat on the same case when he was at the Court of Appeal. Whilst that is not true, and we're going to show that's not true, there's nothing wrong with that. Unless you can show that during the Court of Appeal case, Justice Tokonu told you, made prejudicial comments against you, against your person, and therefore has demonstrated that she is prejudiced against you as an individual. In that case, there are processes in the court for you to file. We have seen that happen. You can file an action for Justice Tokonu to recuse herself from the Supreme Court bench on the basis of this and this and that. We have learned that since Salah and Attorney General in 1969, Daniel Ofori. Abeyo, Justice Anija against famous ruling in whether there is bias or not against Adade in the 1969 Salah and Attorney General matter. That is where the Supreme Court settled these things. 69, I wasn't born. Now, you are coming back in 2025, oblivious of what the Supreme Court has long settled, that the judge was biased against you or sat on a Court of Appeal case and sat on it. You didn't file an action before that Supreme Court to say that Justice Tokonu sitting here should go away because this and this is what she's done. So the court has opportunity to look at it and either to agree with you or to disagree with you. You didn't say anything. The case went on. You heard Justice Tokonu's ruling, and then you come and now say that President Mahama should remove her because you, Daniel Ofori, you are not happy with the way that she does her work. Daniel Ofori is in the Constitution. Is his name somewhere in the Constitution? Anyway, this is the fact. The case he sat on involved Databank, Dan Hotel, and Daniel Ofori, and hence was a different case from what was before the bench in the case of EcoBank versus Daniel Ofori. Since then, she has not sat on any case involving Daniel Ofori. But this is it. This is the case he sat on. Daniel Ofori has plenty cases. So Daniel Ofori is a powerful, wealthy man who doubles in the stock exchange a lot, who is very powerful and wealthy, who has powerful lawyers like Chikata behind him, and who is unhappy with what they consider a small little Araba. That's what they see here as. The learned Chief Justice, who has served 30-something years at the bar, has been one of the longest serving judges from the Superior Court of Judicature, is responsible for doing so much for our commercial court, writing rules here and there. They consider her a small little Araba. That small little girl, that small girl. That's what Daniel Ofori